Someone should just tell Cleophas Malala, we Kenyans are not fools. He recently tweeted, and I quote, "A 26-minute haste, the handshake loot. Based on the revelations by the controller of budget, Azimio leaders are using maandamanos to blind Kenyans. They cannot be protesting against a problem they caused. They must account for the billions of shillings stolen to finance their maandamanos." End of quote. First and foremost, I'll just like to be very categorical in this, in stating that Cleophas Malala and Ruto's government at large are largely failing Kenyans simply because I wonder why they can be in control of the whole government but instead keep on coming with looting stories to tell Kenyans, when instead they can take the mandate of arresting all those individuals to whom looted from the public coffers. And if indeed it's true that the Azimio leaders stole billions as it is publicly purported, then I wonder why the Kenya Kwanza government, now being in full control of the whole government and system, why aren't they bringing the Azimio leaders into account? Kenyans are honestly tired and need to see actions. But before we concretize further, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok or Facebook, kindly just head on over to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. As my colleague Thembekwayo will put it, we elect clowns.
Wonder why they build nothing. You've built nothing. You've created nothing. But for your words and political oratory, your ability to hold a tune and sing a verse, your ability to fill a stadium with poor people on the promise of a food hamper and a t-shirt. And then we vote for you. And we wonder why you don't know how to build roads or houses or balance a budget or just make sure that crime and law and order is in place. We elect clowns and then give them the seat of the headmaster's office.
Anything that Cleophas Malala comes telling Kenyans without the government taking actions into it, then it has reached a point that Kenyans are going to take it as a political sideshow, purposely to dissuade Kenyans from the real look of things like high cost of living and failure of the Kenya Kwanza government to deliver onto their first 6 months promises. Because if indeed what they're telling Kenyans is true, they should produce an audited report and table it before the court chambers so that prosecution can begin. But they're not doing that. All they do is story after story after story.
Intelligence further unfolds how the money was used afterwards to buy maize and hoard just to create artificial food shortage. Odinga and his friends are responsible for pilfering public coffers to eat dry bone. We demand that the handshake regime account for the monies they stole because they used Okuru Yatan to steal the money to fund Raila's presidential campaign and brutalize Kenyans who demanded accountability. The Kenyan people deserve leaders who are honest and accountable, not those who use their position to enrich themselves at the expense of the people. Azimio-led leader, Azimio led by Raila Odinga have planned protests tomorrow. But before they do so, they must come out clean on where they took the money. They must also show Kenyans where they hid the maize and when they are ready to release the maize. Tunataka kabla maandamano kesho, watu wote wanaenda maandamano wakuje na gunia. Raila awekee ile mahindi ambayo ameficha katika godowns. Wapatie wale watu wanaandamana mahindi warudi nayo nyumbani. Waache kudanganya wa Kenya kwamba kuna maandamano ilhali yao ndio wameficha mahindi Kenya hii yote. And you are going to expose those godowns. Mahali wameficha mahindi ambayo walitumia hiyo 15 billion kununua mahindi yote Kenya, kuficha ndio bei ya gharama iende juu, gharama ya mahindi iende juu, ndio wauze mahindi hiyo kama gharama imeenda juu. So we are going to expose those godowns in the next 7 days.
And where the whole of this matter takes a twist is that the money said to have lost was disbursed when President Ruto was in office. Just have a look at the dates. So who's fooling who? And I strongly feel it is now time that the government should come out openly and clearly and explain to Kenyans the whole scenario behind the looted money, because the dots ain't adding up to something constructive. But honestly, that has just been my opinion. If you have a contrary opinion to mine, kindly just consider dropping your comments in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And as I end this, kindly just don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Thank you and may God bless you.